Hi guys, welcome back to DRGTV. I'm Matt, this is Daz. What we decided we're going to do is a little bit of a challenge thing, because we need something to spur us on to make some scenery for the club. So what we're going to do is a 1 day build a piece of scenery each, bit of challenge we've got going. This size board each, mainly because it's a piece you found and then cut neatly in half. So that's what we've got. Now what we decided we're going to do is roll a dice, 1d6, whatever the result is, that's the budget each. So £3, £2, whatever, based on the dice roll. Then, obviously, paints,
flocks, glues,
sand, stuff, yeah.
That sort of
that's
stuff.
not included. Just what we can find in a shop, in town, in a day, come back, throw it all together, and see what we get for X amount of money.
D6 quid.
For D6 quid. Which is a very specific measurement, D6 quid. Right, so time to roll some dice.
Time to roll some dice.
4 it is then. Right. It's really awkward. Probably can't see that.
Resume.
4. 4 whole pounds.
£4.
Right, I can't think of anything.
Any ideas?
I have no idea. I think the best thing we do, we'll go out to town.
Yeah.
You just drop that first. You just drop that board, leave that there. We'll go to town, come back and show everyone what we got.
Yeah.
Right, so £4 goes not a long way.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you
did all right for. Right, do you want to show the boys and girls what you got?
A road traffic bar. Was £7. Found it in the works. £3.50. Absolute bargain. I've had a peek inside. It's full of tubes and connectors and all sorts. So I'm thinking maybe some sort of pipeline, that sort of thing. I don't know.
Did you look in that before you bought it?
Nope. I saw it £3.50. Well, I'll make something with it.
If that hadn't have been, if you'd just been like...
Yeah. Pipe like this. Like that.
Or it turns out it's that big for the
Yeah.
whole thing. Okay. You're spotting.
Yeah.
Right. Bleep over that, Paul. Right, I went to the pound shop and I looked like a raging alcoholic when I left. Because I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. I just thought, similar to Daz's theory, plastic tubes. So I got some, test tube shot glasses. Yeah, quite exciting looking. I got some shot glasses, because apparently we're having a party while we're making these. A Vajazzle kit. 3mm adhesive gems. 1080 adhesive.
They're great.
1079. There's one missing.
They're great for rivets, that sort of thing.
That's what I was thinking, just something to make the pipe slightly less just plain plastic.
Yeah.
And more plastic tubing in the form of... Well, I thought they were just smaller versions of the shot glasses until I was at the counter and discovered that they are itty bitty balloon thing.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Use your big boy words.
Bubbles, not balloons. Wow.
Oh, look at the balloons.
We'll redo that.
I like it.
It's staying in this, isn't it? I'm not editing this, so Paul will be leaving the fact that I just call them balloons in. So,
Hi there, Paul here. I just want to point out that normally at this point I would have tried to edit out these mistakes. However, it's Matt, and it made him look really foolish. So I shall be keeping this in just for prosperity and reasons to taunt him later.
I guess we're going to go outside and play with bubbles, not balloons. We're going to go play with some bubbles. So they're all empty. And then I guess I'm going to make
Something.
something, I don't know, something with pipes and shot glasses. I don't really know. Basically, what happened was we got into town. Daz wandered off, came back with the bag, wouldn't show me what was in. I wandered around loads of shops, and with it being a Sunday, it got to 4:25, and the pound shop that I was in says we're closing, so ta-da!
You came with tiny balloons.
I came up with tiny balloon bubble maker things. So yay. Right, so I think what we're gonna do now is part ways. See what we come up with, and rather than attempting, if you saw me trying to film me making the dice rolling tray, it's very difficult to film, and so what I'm going to do is we're just going to wander off and then show you what we come up with. And that's the easiest way.
Post some pictures.
Post some pictures of like what we did, and then
mid-process.
We'll talk about why Darren's is better than mine.
No. I suppose your balloons will be lovely too.
My balloons will be lovely. Oh, I'm not hearing the end of that. Right then, so using my alcoholics selection that I got from the pound shop, and Darren's used his pipes.
Love playing with pipes.
Darren does love playing with his pipe, and that's what I said. Oh well. Right. I'll show you first of all what I've made. Be gentle with me. It's yep, that's it. I don't know what it is, but it's doing it right now. Because as I said, I panic bought my stuff, got back. I'll hold it over, like show and tell at school. I panic bought my stuff, got it back, and went, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. So I kind of made some form of sci-fi, I don't know, oil refinery or electric boogaloo station. I don't really know what it does, but whatever it is, it's doing it now, and it's definitely a derelict version. All in all, this took me
4 or 5 seconds.
Under an hour, and if we hadn't been watching Little Britain reruns, it'd probably have been faster. Yeah. Right, so let's just put that on the side. I want you to do a magic jump cut where we swap seats, and you can tell me what.
Be my glamorous assistant.
I could be your glamorous assistant, so no jump cut. I don't want to. It makes mine look really bad.
No, it doesn't.
So,
just some pipe work, like Promethean Pipes workshop version.
Only not what, 25 quid a set?
No, £3.50. Lots of browns. Rushed them up. Started with a base coat of dark brown, then worked up lighter, then a touch of orange. Some flock and liching on the base done. Probably similar, just over an hour or so.
Well,
sort of time.
Yeah. It's funny how we both came up with if you want to do something cheap and fast, that we both came up with the idea of pipe work.
It's easy pipe work.
But I think right at that end.
Yeah, I've not finished that.
Well, it looks smart though. That looks really good. And they all just sort of link together. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I know you can't see, but you can straighten them up. They fit together. Slide together. They can butt up to someone else's terrain if need be.
If the objective is make one piece of terrain look shit compared to the rest.
Behave.
Does look good. Getting your big rusty pipe out. Mm-hmm. The things what are weird is that they're actually quite smooth to touch, but they look 3D and
painted with a sponge.
Yeah. So, if we did another one of these, like challenges, which shop would you head to first?
Oh, I'd go the usual. I'd hit the works, pound shop, cheap toy shops,
B&M bargains.
B&M home bargains. Yeah.
Yeah. I found something in there. I'm not going to say what it is because we might have done one of these challenges. And I was like, I'm going to get that. And then as I said, we were wandering around, wasted a bit more time, fell in a pub. And and then when we ended up going back to the pound shop and they were like, oh, we've only got 5 more minutes, I didn't get the other thing. But yeah, I think what you got to do is not look at model shops. If you want to try and do something cheap, obviously you've got to get your essentials. So like you've always said, you need a decent selection of sand, some decent cheap acrylic paints.
Yeah, all that's B&M bargains, all bargains, all
And then
bargains.
you can, if you've got that, you can make terrain.
Yeah.
Realistically, your stuff, you could recreate the same sort of effect with some Pringle tins or
Anything.
grouping some straws together.
Yeah. A box could do that if it was to make a rusty looking building. Freights look good.
Freights?
Shipping containers.
All right, yeah. So
look good in the same way.
Well, yours, if you can match them in with the you know what they call those armored container things. Is it armored containers they do?
Yeah.
Is what we do. That would all match in, and you could colour scheme them up. If anyone wants to try and recreate what I did, spray them badly with silver, then spray them badly straight afterwards with corn red. Don't let them dry in between so they get that horrible dusty effect. And do it while leaning round the door so you can continue watching Matt Lucas and David Williams. That's a very important part of the process. Right, I think that's pretty much all we can say about them, really. Yeah.
Pretty much it, yeah.
I think we're going to try this again. We've been discussing some ideas, like we might do like a D6 challenge for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, I'd like to try a Sigma one.
Or because you can't just cheat and go, here's some pipe work. I made a
landing pad.
I made a landing pad or whatever. So Age of Sigmar one we've discussed we wanted to do. Another one was we buy each other something to make some terrain out of.
Yeah.
We're open to suggestions.
Yeah. Love some suggestions.
One of the other ideas we're going to do is we're just going to buy something for Paul and just go, you're going to make something out of this. Hi, Paul, for when you're editing this. But yeah, any got some suggestions, or if anyone tries anything we've done, like you and your mates at your local club go, here's a £5, knock yourself out.
Yeah, build us something.
Yeah, show us what you've done. Instagram on here. Paul will put all the links down below because I can't even remember where we are now. Right, well, thank you very much for watching, guys, and like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.